Are we reading too much into this or not?
Well, there's no doubt that whenever Andrew appears with members of the royal family, it is news, and they were clearly sending out a message of unity with Prince William driving him and Princess Catherine in the back seat to church yesterday. I mean, we're reading a certain amount into it simply because of the reports and the rumours that have been swirling around over recent months. We know that Andrew is unhappy. He always has been, losing his police protection. There have been reports that he's been trying to get that back. He lost it when he stepped down, of course, from royal duties. And then again, reports as to whether or not he would remain in Royal Lodge. I don't know that there was much substance to that. But insofar as this is concerned, very, very clearly the royal family are sending out the message that they are enjoying the summer holidays as a family. Apparently, all the members of the York family, including the Duchess, are at Balmoral. And also, of course, this is a particularly poignant period for the royal family and, in fact, for the nation, with the anniversary of the Queen's death so close.
Yes, of course, that's coming up very, very soon. Richard, what do you think has changed in recent months? Because we were talking about the coronation a little bit earlier on in the programme, and at the time, Prince Andrew did look very isolated. He did look very separate to the family. He did seem to be out on his own at that time. But we see here Prince Andrew sat in the front of the car with, as you say, Prince William at the wheel and Princess Catherine at the back of the car. They'll be aware of those optics, won't they? And sitting next to the heir to the throne.
Oh, absolutely. But of course, the coronation was a public event. This was private, even though, of course, there were photographs. I mean, we're looking back to March 2022 with the memorial service at Westminster Abbey for the Duke of Edinburgh. I mean, we saw then Prince Andrew supporting the Queen, who, of course, as we well know, was supporting him during his travails, which the world heard about and which have done him so much damage. And that was heavily criticised, and there was no doubt that a lot of courtiers, I think, felt that there wouldn't be anything similar to that. And again, there is so little support for him. I mean, this, of course, dates back from the November 2019 car crash interview at Newsnight and then the subsequent developments. So obviously his appearances in any public forum, on any public event, I mean, that will be strictly limited. But the royal family are a family, and of course we know that he was particularly close to the late Queen, and little doubt that in the next few days it will be a very difficult period for him, as it will be for all members of the royal family. So from the point of view, the private point of view, then I think that it is showing clearly that relations are or appear to be unified. We know Prince William, for example, was particularly vociferous in insisting that he lost his patronages, military titles, use of HRH. I mean, that simply wasn't sustainable. But as a family, there's no doubt that this is symbolic of a show of unity and meant to send that message.